Hey guys, a couple of things to bring up. I'm planning on making more videos on a regular basis. I know the last video I put up was about 2 weeks ago, and the video before that it was about half a year, 6 months. But I want to do more. I've always wanted to do more, so I think I'm just gonna use up some of the ideas I've been thinking of lately and during the time off. Um, just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Also, you probably noticed that not only is this video, at the lowest quality, but so is the rest of the videos that I'm going to put up now. Because one of the things that's been pushing me off making this kind of stuff is the quality of my internet is horrible. It's one of those things where it's just a tacked on deal, because the internet we do have is pretty much just like a secondary thing. We're paying for, cable and for the phone, the house phone. So they kind of just threw this on as a free thing. So, as far as the internet goes, it's not the best quality. It's not the fastest internet. It's not really ever reliable. So I'm gonna try to make this as easy to upload as I can. There were a few other things. Recently, I got the game Rocksmith, and I think what I want to try to do is just focus on learning a few songs. And if I can, I'm going to try to just record myself playing and then just put up the final result and let you guys judge me on how well I'm doing. Because right now, it's pretty bad. I don't know what I'm doing. I did used to take lessons, like in my senior year of high school. It's pretty much, actually, the summer before I became a senior, I had my first job. So I saved up all my money. All of a sudden I'm making all this kind of money. I spent all my time working, so I didn't really go out and do anything with it. The first thing I did really was, the first thing I did as soon as the summer ended was I got myself a guitar. And for basically every dollar I saved, I was able to sign up for months and months and months of lessons. So every week I would have a session at a local guitar shop. And I did learn a lot. It's just after then, I didn't really play. So I'm out of practice now. I'm hoping to relearn a couple of things and learn some new things. I don't even know where that guy's coming. Oh, ahead. Okay. Can't do anything about that. Let's see here. I did buy Rocksmith. I do have an old guitar, which I got the bundle, is what I meant to say, for about $200. And it comes with a really good guitar. But the first guitar I already had, I got for about $120, and it came with an amp. So that was a pretty good deal too. But the thing about that is, the reason I got the bundle is because my brother told me that the guitar that I had from before, because it's old, issues came up where, it doesn't hold a tune anymore, and it doesn't have the best quality sound that it used to have. And I tried it out the other day. I plugged that guitar in instead of the guitar that the bundle came with. Still sounded pretty good. And I think I know why my brother was having issues with it, because he's a better guitar player than I am. Because, he's younger. So, he had just learned how to play the guitar, so it's fresh in his mind. But he can't tune a guitar. That's just it. He just can't tune it. Cause that's the first thing was practicing with. Made sure I knew how to do, and then I figured everything else would come naturally. Because if you have a fine-tuned guitar, everything you do basically, if you know how to do it right, sounds good. If you get the right session of chord notes, if you know the right I forget riffs. No, if it's the chords. Well, basically, if you get the right chord arrangements, you can make anything sound good. He just doesn't know how to tune it. So I'm gonna try more with that, and then I'll post whatever progress I make. Another thing is, I'm actually going to try something for the first time that I've never tried before. There's going to be I don't know if it's a competition, but NaNoWriMo is going to be, I think it's already started about a week back. The contest where, writers and non-writers can come together, write their own books, and then have it, available to the people. And I actually want to get into that. I have a lot of good ideas that, as far as a series goes, I want it to film. But for right now, I can't really do that. But I figured if I at least write it down, I'll have that there for in case I ever come back to making that. If the option ever becomes available, I will be able to film that because I took the time to, take it down. But my idea is going to be for the book that I want to write. I want to write it as a series, and I'm going to call the book itself either the big book of chapter 1s or the first chapter. And every chapter in that book is going to be a completely different story. Different stories that I've always had in mind. Different stories that have nothing to do with each other, but they're sort of connected in a bigger world. What I want to do with that is that all these different ideas that I do have, I want to write them down now. Because I don't write too much, and when I do, it's mostly scrap work. But I figured, if I try to write, I don't know, they say the hardest thing to do is write the first word, or get started. So if I get started on different stories at once, then I can always come back to a story that I'm interested in, that I like how it came out. So I can come back and either finish that story or continue on that story. So I actually thought about this the other day. Some of the stories I actually think are going to be pretty different. I want to do a lot of sci-fi type writing, but at the same time I want to do some human interest pieces, character studies. Right now I have a pretty dramatic idea. Basically, I don't know if I should talk about that one. It's kind of a downer. Just different stuff that I've always been bringing up with people, that I think would be good ideas. So I'm gonna try that out, and I'll have more on that later if I can. I don't know what's gonna be solid. I'm hitting the 10-minute mark, so I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching.